Veloce versus Mousesports, our second upper bracket game of the day. Both teams vying to take on complexity for that first qualifying spot in the RLCS. And for both of these teams, well, for one, it was an incredible run in the rival series, and for the other, a very disappointing RLCS season.
Yes, and some former blood as well. Tigray and Flame, old teammates on Team Secret with dear friend Tylacto, but they had to split up. They brought Tigray up to the RLCS. And I think a lot of people here on this broadcast, we were like, how has Flame not wound up on an RLCS team?
Right.
Well, he's finally made it to the promotion tournament. It's taken him a lot longer than we thought it would. And he's finally here, so let's see if he can take down his former teammate, get themselves into that winter final.
In midfield, we played in by Freaky. And a lot of these players, it's been really a roller coaster of ups and downs, a lot straight down. Tigray forced to hit it out to the side. Alex can't get there. Freaky high off the backboard. Flames up quickly. He usually hits those. He was close. He had to go straight up to make that hit on the angle. He couldn't do it. And it's hit off to the side again here is Veloce. Look to move down and try to get it out of harm's way. Tigray's shot is good. What do you do? Right over your head. Mousesports on the board.
Well, that is a sequence for Mousesports. Awesome pass across to Alex 161. Everyone's a little sad it didn't just go in, but it's okay. Tigray has been a beautiful offensive force for them for a long time now, and he will deliver in the follow-up shot. Too many camera angles to try and follow on Veloce in the net. They can't stop it.
And if you ask a lot how he feels about his team and their struggles during league play, just he feels that it's a lot of small things. It's a lot of small mistakes that if they can kink out, they feel like they could really be a force in the RLCS and really make a play. And so the first step is staying in the RLCS and winning these matchups here. And we'll see how they work to fix those little issues that he feels like they can really work out. It starts well with the first goal of the series. But it's a long marathon today at the promotion tournament.
And if it's the little things like they think it is, they really might have their hands full, because Freaky and Flame are going to be one heck of a duo to try contend with on the offensive side of things.
Flame tries to catch it. Alex takes advantage. It's open for a lot. He scores, and Mousesports 2 goals.
Well, Flame gets put on the one-on-one here. Doesn't get his first touch. He was trying to catch that ball in the front of his car and just go drive it across net. Unfortunately, went a little too far forward, killed it right on top of the, right where he was, and he couldn't make that follow-up touch, and a lot just said thank you very much. Took it all the way to the bank.
So some early issues for Veloce to kick things off. Freaky back to Niels Cook, looking for Flame on the rebound, but a lot has it, and it's caught. Carrying it up is Alex, and Freaky got the block.
Got bumped up into it, actually.
Niels trying to clear it out. A lot got in the way, bought Alex a second to get back to it. A lot wins on the challenge in the third. Off the back wall, has the rebound as well. And can't put it on target, at least try to do something with it on that tough angle. And Mousesports, well, they have taken care of business here in the first 2 minutes of gameplay. Picked up 2 goals and have limited Veloce's offensive output.
Well, I do feel like the nerves might have been getting to Veloce a little bit here in game number 1. A lot of these passes and these clears upfield, usually they're out towards teammates. And finally, the first one out over to Flame. Actually, it slips through Tigray's hands, and Freaky tries to keep the pressure going. But apart from that one opportunity, it really feels like Veloce right now not really putting the ball as well as they're used to.
And a lot. Alex has the touch, and a lot almost throws it in. Tigray also went for the goal as well. They've come away empty this time, but Veloce can't clear the ball out of their own half despite everything that had just occurred. And look at this from Tigray. Carries it out from the corner. The third goal from Mousesports.
Well done here for Tigray. Steals it off of Freaky's nose. He just can't get it. And that cut downward off the sidewall. That's just a fast recovery as you're landing on that back wall. Flame was thinking he had maybe a few more milliseconds, and Tigray said, you are dead wrong.
So if you're Veloce, you got rocked off the wheels a little bit here in the opening.
Poor start. You're thankful for the best of 7 if this is game 1.
Just to get things figured out. It looked like it would be productive for them, but then their first opportunity, Flame off the back wall, had completely whiffed.
Yeah, he missed that touch.
And since then, they haven't been able to put it together.
Yeah, I don't think we've really seen them on offense at all, apart from that early opportunity. I think you're dead right. And it's really just, really could have thrown him for a big loop here.
Well, Tigre just missing that off the back wall. Mousesports aren't without their issues here in game number 1. Veloce can certainly take advantage as this series goes on. There's 1:20 left in this one, but you got to score 3. Quick pass, wins it cleanly, but
oh, what a clear.
With a monster clear.
Alex, 161, that is beautiful defensive work, because that was the first time that maybe Veloce was going to be able to win a few challenges, string something together, and just taking that away with that perfectly executed clear off that backboard. So useful. Niels Cook has a chance. He was above, it was a lot in the net, and unfortunately he couldn't get it on target, and they will be punished for it. A lot says this is how you do it, and put it in.
Yeah, beat him hard on the transition. Flame, he kicks that hard out, and on the opposite side of the pitch, well, it's freaky. He can't get back to it. The ball doesn't go far enough out. Niels Cook is still rotating out, and he tries to get back in time, but that's not the only time Veloce have had to race up to their own backboard to make a save. This time they're punished.
It's because Veloce didn't get any piece of that ball, but actually they won't get one off the kickoff. Freaky, denied by the post, and it's back the other way in a disappointing end to game number 1 for Veloce Esports.
And even if that doesn't get you, a chance in game number 1, at least helps you reset the mindset heading into game number 2. Okay, we can score, but instead they hit it off the posts on the kickoff, and it's Mousesports who get a 5th goal here with 33 seconds left.
Which is ironic, because we're all sitting here during the pre-show, and we're like, Mousesports might come in here as the number 4 team. Well, right now,
that's the beauty of Europe.
That's a message in game number 1. Hello, Veloce. Welcome to the big show.
Veloce, it has been a struggle.
Rough start, undoubtedly.
Mousesports, well, you've done exactly what you came out here to do. You take advantage of the mistakes the other team gives you. You put together a couple of nice, solid passing plays, and you've built yourself a 5-goal lead here in game number 1. Now do it 3 more times. As the time ticks down to 0, and Veloce will look to start the series in game number 2.
A merciful ending. Here as clock finally hits 0. Mousesports pounded into the ground, and honestly a well-deserved win in game number 1, because there was, maybe, 2 opportunities for Veloce to really maybe get some going on offense. First one, like you said, Flame with that miss, and then after that, the one off the kickoff after they got scored on.
Niels Cook on the backboard.
And then Niels Cook's shot off the backboard. Those were really the 3 big opportunities. None of them able to bear fruit, but Mousesports, that's the Mousesports that you saw early on in the season of RLCS. It's like, hey, all right, I get it. You might be making a case here for why you think Lot's a great pickup, because he had an awesome series, 3 for 3. Plenty of shots for Tigre and Alex, 161 as well. So that's the Mousesports that everyone was saying back at the beginning of RLCS. All right, maybe this is a team to worry about. So it's good to see you back, Mousesports, and let's see if you can keep that up in game 2.
And for Veloce, just cleaning up on these little errors that they're making. What also sticks out to me is that touch from Flame where he tried to carry it out, instead got too far ahead of the ball and gave up a goal. That was the 3rd goal of the game for Mousesports, and really that's when the game starts to get out of hand for a team when you get 3 goals down. So definitely some work to do in game number 2.
And I was surprised that Veloce weren't really able to stop some of those 1v1 efforts that were coming out of Mousesports, like Tigre's ball off the sidewall. Really thought Flame was going to be able to get out there and deal with something like that. So the defense as well from Veloce, not able to come up with those more, I don't want to say critical, but some delaying touches weren't really able to be made in that game. So I'm expecting the defense to tighten up a little bit for Veloce as well.
Veloce looking to get set on the right foot here in game number 2. And Niels Cook off the kickoff. Well, it's met with a quick pass and a goal for Alex. A laser. It took less than a second for this ball to traverse the entire pitch.
Yeah, Veloce wins the kickoff. They get the ball back to the guy who went to get the boost in the corner, but again, these banger clears off the back wall for Mousesports. Oh, man.
You're just not expecting that. You're expecting, okay, 3rd man's about midfield, sitting behind the midfield line. That's where I can clear the ball. Nah, son. No chance. Veloce. 6 unanswered goals in 5 minutes and 20 seconds of gameplay. Alex. He also gets a demo on that touch. Flame forced to make a save, but it's a T right to Tigre. Oliver across the ceiling. Freaky able to make the touch, but again, free in the 3rd for a lot. Niels Cook tees this one up. High balls in front of the box, forcing a lot of boost out of Veloce. And a lot. He steals the one from the corner off of Flame. It could be dangerous, but Tigre can't make the touch on the challenge, so Freaky will take control now from midfield.
Love that play. Even though it didn't work out, Freaky realized, I've got a little bit of space, need to be able to utilize it here. At least got it up past the midfield line, bought some time, bought some space. Make sure everyone's got their head screwed on right on defense.
Freaky out. Flame is around the corner. Niels Cook couldn't get back up to it, and Alex has a shot, and it's a goal for Mousesports. Two shadow players on Veloce. Nobody could come up with the ball.
Yeah, Flame wants the boost in the corner, and he's expecting that either Niels Cook was going to have that touch out to the side, but that's why Flame went out there. He's like, great, we'll have the follow-up play, but just bounces right back in, and Niels Cook hasn't hit the ground yet to make the second effort at it, and so neither of them can get back in time.
Veloce still scoreless in this series. Alex wins one challenge. Niels Cook throws it by midfield. Niels and Flame. It's around the corner in Veloce. A high ball in the third. Niels Cook takes it, and Freaky tries to take a shot. He throws it up, and it's blocked. A demo. Flame can't make the touch, so Freaky has to get back around. The demo basically just null and void now for Veloce, and Mousesports get control.
Well, Mouse got control, but finally Flame wins a big challenge. And here's really, never mind.
Couple whiffs.
Never mind.
the 50-50 whiff, the whiffy,
another
whiffy,
one,
if you will.
These great clears off the backboard and off the walls from Mousesports have been amazing. And you know what team has been really good at that all season long?
Who?
Vitality. Vitality, I feel, all season long has always made strong clears coming off the backboard, and it's got them out of a lot of tough jams on defense.
Mousesports doing well themselves on it. Freaky almost rolls by the defender on the dribble. Now Tigre off the side. Flame bites on the play. Off the back wall, Niels takes a shot, and it's in for Niels. What placement. They cut the lead in half. Veloce's first goal of the series.
Cut the angle down over the top. Alex finally can't get a handle on one off the wall. The back post shot, that is on the money, and actually I think Alex own goaled that. That might have been posting out from Niels Cook, but Alex caught a piece of it as he dove across net and tipped it home. Not sure if it was posting out. Could have been, but Niels will take it.
So, Veloce, a much needed defibrillator to get that first goal. And their heart jolts to life as Flame kicks it downfield. And Alex will easily handle that one away. Freaky back over to Flame. Been better on these touches moving forward for Veloce. Sometimes it's just all you need, one goal to reset the mind, and you know, there's
we'll find out.
Not many clouds up in the air, and you're able to see much clearer and make snappier decisions. Still, they'd have to score another to tie this game up.
And we'll find out if that goal is really the one that lets them get settled in here. Right now, they've got a great press, quick pass across, but too much on it. Alex able to cut it off. Flame denied by a lot. Transition coming back the other way for Alex 161. Down the gut, they won't reach it. Niels Cook rotating back, couldn't make it in time, so the lead back to 2.
Yeah, Flame just destroyed on that challenge, and it's wide open for Alex. A lot on the back end. He tried to harass Freaky as Freaky was trying to go for that first follow-up to get a shot. It forced Freaky to jump up early as a lot was right on top of him. He doesn't do it. He's either demoed or bumped completely out of the play. And so Veloce were out of sorts on the play. That one bounces off the post on the kickoff. There was a similar play in game 1 that Veloce had that they couldn't capitalize on. And down by 2, Flame gets this off the ramp, and Alex has the touch. Freaky tries to split the defense. A lot has the clear.
Nice steal from Flame. Can they make something out of this?
Flame is challenged by Alex again. They just haven't been able to win anything in the attacking third. Veloce bounced off the corner. Quick pass from Niels over to Flame. Niels back to his own, back to Flame's pass, and a lot. Oh, he catches this as he completely intercepts the pass and then eliminated from play.
Yeah, Freaky went for a very aggressive challenge on offense there. If they want it, they were going to be able to keep things going. And to be fair, you can understand it. They need that goal. We're under a minute, down by 2. He has to play aggressive. So at least able to make the recovery effort demo and keep things at 2 and give them another few chances. But time's ticking.
Flame high against the ceiling. Here's Freaky on the play. Niels Cook, the last man in rotation, can't get to the ball. Alex had him beat completely It rolls by Flame as well. Freaky, that's only right into Tigre. Luckily for Veloce, it was a roller right into Flame. 10 seconds remaining, and Veloce need to score with time left. Around the corner, challenged again by Alex, wasting so much time. Niels taking one more opportunity away from the corner, looking, and it's killed by Mousesports. They take a 2-0 lead in the series. Veloce still really looking to find ground in this series.
And Alex gets a hat trick turned in game number 2. And it's been a pretty even spread of responsibility across the board for everyone. Mousesports really are showing that offensive capability that you felt might have been there when they picked up a lot, and Veloce still scrambling a little bit, but at least this time they were able to get out of their own half, get some offense down on the other side. Only one able to find its way into the back, but the big problem for me is, yes, Niels Cook got this goal, but in general, I don't feel like the touches that Veloce has been getting on offense, they've never put anybody on Mousesports in a bit of an awkward position. They haven't been able to really find any holes on the back wall. They haven't been able to find any passes across the box. Mousesports been able to pretty much sniff everything out that Veloce has thrown at them.
Mousesports has been faster to the ball in a lot of touches. Veloce haven't made a lot of touches in general just because they're straight beat to some of these challenges. And credit to Mousesports to being able to make those quick reads. But again, for Veloce, you feel like they're in a better position a lot of times in midfield than Mousesports are, but bad angles at the ball sometimes, and they can't put it together. Again, much credit to Mousesports in the series so far.
Mousesports playing a banger of a series right now. Their biggest asset to me still has been those phenomenal clears off the back wall. That's pulled them out of a lot of tough jams, or at least, I won't say tough jams, but it's gotten them out of a lot of situations where it can allow Veloce to start setting up that camp in the midfield line and start to box in Mousesports. So a lot of credit for me for Mousesports on the awesome clear game.
Veloce down 2-0 in the series now.
Long road back starts now.
A must-win game. And Niels can't get the clear out, or rather push it forward. It's Tigre who gets the clear out. Alex looking to get back to that touch a lot. Oh, that's a pass to Veloce. They can't score. A lot was there. Had it been a little bit farther to the right, Veloce may have had their first lead of the series. Instead, nothing. Do they get it here? No. A double commit, but Tigre has the save. Flame hits this one up high. Alex handles it off the backboard, gets back to his own touch, and Mousesports continue to roll.
Great second effort from Alex to find that clear out, but Freaky was really trying to pick his spot, was definitely going behind the defenders on that shot. And he just wanted to make sure he took it all the way away from him and just got a little too far behind it. Pass across. Tigre's got a little bit of a delayed pickup on it. Allows Freaky to get the nose towards that ball, and things will slow down a little bit here. Actually, Alex161, I think, was trying to block Flame and just had to make the effort after he saw Flame peel off. And now we'll just go back into people battling for possession.
Flame looking for a pass to Freaky. Back to Flame. Up high. No one from Veloce. Niels Cook takes advantage of the touch on a lot. Niels to Freaky, broken up by Alex161. Flame, the touch, gets back to it off the back wall, kicks it out to the right. Freaky can't get there in time, and a lot wins the challenge cleanly. Niels playing it slow, can't beat Alex to the play. Off the back wall, Flame takes it away from him. Tigre keeps it going. Chipped and pulls away on it. Niels now has to win the challenge against a lot. Veloce, they take care of business on the defensive end and move back to Mouse territory.
And again, a wise play from Freaky there. We saw that back in game number 2. He had some space to work with, took it down on a dribble, made sure to get his team possession of the ball. And now they're able to win a few challenges after that. Now they've got something here on offense, perhaps. They are stealing a bit of boost. Mousesports might be strapped for resources here.
And a couple of double commits from Mousesports as well in the last few possessions, but Flame forced back. Everyone too far up on Veloce. A lot takes advantage, Mousesports.
All right, they were definitely strapped for resources, but that is not a good touch from Freaky. He was definitely trying to pass the ball to Flame, but 1, not enough speed on it, and 2, far too close to the defenders. That's definitely one that you got to realize that has to cross a lot of pitch to get all the way out to your teammate, and that was...
And that's not the first hard pass that Freaky has tried right in front of a defender. A lot was the guy who stole it the last time.
Yeah, it's just the... it was an easy one to cut down, and Mousesports absolutely made him pay.
Veloce. Freaky gets the bump. Niels at least keeps it in the corner. Freaky against Tigre. Flame has a chance, tries the change up, and he gets it. Veloce on the board, and we have a tie game.
Nice understanding here on this shooting from Flame. Freaky gets helpful tip from Tigre. Alex has to dive, and Flame, he saw him jump, said, all right, just get all the way around the ball, go back behind you, and your teammate's right under you expecting that ball to be challenged, to go somewhere else, and he's going to have no chance at this one.
The first time for Veloce they've been able to tie Mousesports. Can they take a lead? Tigre on the back corner as Alex throws it towards the box. And a lot looking to set Tigre up. Flame trying to fight Tigre for the ball. Freaky forced back along the back wall as he has to fight a lot now and loses. Up quick as Alex 161 against Niels, who just gets bodied backwards. Flame can't do it. A lot to Tigre, and it's off the crossbar. Saved by Niels. A lot up for this. He beats Niels to the ball.
Oh, what a
saved
save
by Freaky. The ball was almost completely in the net. Transition.
Oh my
goodness. Goal. Veloce have the lead.
Oh, that was Mousesports thinking they had it in the bag. And to be fair, that was 99% of the way in. And Freaky pulls it back from the brink. And Flame gets a turn in. My goodness.
Veloce, they allowed an open net themselves, but
I mean, I don't know if you can fault Mouse for that one.
I'm not faulting Mouse for it. I'm just saying they get one.
They do get one. 100%.
Credit to Freaky on the save.
That was a Wizards effort to pull that one out of the net.
And maybe this lead can be what changes it in this pivot game.
It needs to be.
Now Niels gonna take point on this. There's still some time left for Mousesports. Flame. That one knocked away by a lot. He's got Tigre. And now here is Alex. He tries to find the upper 90, close to it. It was the gap that would have given them the goal, but tough angle to hit from there. Tigre up against Flame. Mouse are gonna have to start things again, as Alex against the side only gives away for Flame.
Nice catch from Tigre, take that away, but again, Veloce is starting to get their hands on those corner boosts of Mousesports to block them into their own half. It's going to be tougher to clear that ball more and more.
Flame against two. Niels Cook coming in to follow. Looking for a pass to Freaky. No, he's denied by Alex. And a lot coming in as well. A good challenge from Freaky. Had two players on top of the ball. Now open. He's over one. Nobody from Veloce wanting to commit. Alex takes control of this. So much space.
Where did everyone go?
Off the back wall. Veloce cleared back to midfield, but still a chance for an insurance goal.
So surprising to see him take the foot off the pedal there for Veloce. Someone must have run out of resources and got that midfield boost stolen. It's the only reason there would have been so much space there in the midfield line. And maybe Mouse have something here.
Oh, a lot gets a touch against the back wall. Here, up again is Tigre. A lot going for this. A lot blocked by Freaky. Quickly up is Alex, but he loses the ball to Niels Cook, who clears it back downfield. Tigre has Freaky blocking him out in midfield. A lot trying to keep it in the air. Here's Flame, scores one more for Veloce. They're back in the series, back in the game with their first game victory.
And at long last on the board, a hat trick for Flame, a playmaker for Freaky, and those are indeed the two guys who are going to be the scary people to watch on Veloce Esports. So, it took them a long time to finally get one on the board. They do pull it out. And honestly, you got to give tons of credit to Freaky for that save to give him that big 2-goal lead. So huge job from Veloce Esports. Able to box in Mousesports a few times, but still some questions to be answered going forward in this series. That's that save from Freaky that just got punched over everybody's head. And that was 100% the turning point for Game 3. That one, look at that save.
So close. And you knew he was behind it, but you've seen so many balls that, you know, you get behind in the net and you're like, yeah, I totally have this. And then the goal explosion in your face. But this time, Freaky does make the save. Actually, the owner of all 3 assists in game number 3.
Yep.
And exactly what Veloce needed. And Freaky at times really questionable decisions, trying to force plays where there might not have been one.
That was that pass play that really was not executed very well at all from him, to be fair. And they got scored on for it, but absolutely recovered. And that's what counts. There was, 10 shots for Mousesports last game and 6 saves, so 4 unaccounted for, plus the 1, so 3 unaccounted for Mousesports. Overall, the defense did finally tighten up for Veloce, able to pull a few of those saves out of the net. So, well done. They got the offense rolling. Watch, rinse, repeat. See what Mousesports does this time. And hopefully, refrain from just turning the ball over on a free go-ahead.
Hopefully no more of that for them. One team hopes for it, and the fans certainly.
We all like free passes that are handed to us from the enemy team.
It's great. Whenever you don't have to work for your money, you love it.
That's my favorite goal in Rocket League.
And that one bounces right off the ramp. Niels Cook and Flame combine. 13 seconds, Veloce start the train.
Flame wins the challenge in the midfield, just a little bit faster to the ball, and a lot was thinking that ball was either going to roll up the wall or it was going to take a much better hop for him, and he got a little bit of both, the roll and then the skip right out, and he just couldn't react in time.
Veloce, their first time scoring first in this series. Oh, sorry, the second time they scored first in this series, but this time in 13 seconds. It may be the difference maker for them. And the last game was their pivot game. They had to win it. Going down 3-0 in a series, just too difficult to come back from. Now how do they continue to climb back and tie the series up? And how do Mousesports stop the ensuing comeback? Well,
ugly miss.
Whiff won't help you.
That is free space for Mousesports, and they will be able to maybe get something going here in the midfield, especially because Flame doesn't have any other options other than to just punt that ball away and make sure everything's back where it should be, and it will not. Tigre catches the long clear from Alex, and they get themselves an equalizer.
Who was this on the jump up? It was Niels. Niels couldn't get there, just took a bad angle at it. Maybe didn't have the read of how it was going to bounce off the ceiling. Just a light tap.
Inexcusable at this level, however. You need to come up with that ball. You had them beat. You could have got out of that situation. Missed the touch, got punished.
Now off the back wall, Freaky. Trying to play it to the side of a lot, but a lot will carry it out. Lots drops that one to the ground, and Flame, quick pass to Freaky, looking back to Flame, and it's high just above the crossbar. Niels Cook air quickly, not before a lot could pick up the rebound. Veloce a chance to take the lead, but just too high on the shot. A lot squares up, a great challenge as he slows it down. Mousesports can't score, blocked by Freaky, moving the other way.
And that was Flame not wanting to give that 1v1 opportunity as much time as he really had. Rushed that challenge a little bit and almost got beat for it, but at the end of the day, they couldn't turn it in, so they get away unscathed. But Mouse pressing currently, bounce off the backboard. Wonderful clear from Flame all the way down to the other side. Tigre needs some space. And over the top, here comes Niels Cook. No help, though. We'll have to reset a little bit here.
A lot having to force up against the back wall. He gets a great clear.
This whole series has just been awesome clears off the backboard for both teams. My goodness.
A quick pass as well, back to Alot. Alot tries to flip it over one, forces the bad touch out of Flame, and a double commit by Veloce. Oh, Tigre can't get to it. Niels Cook flying back down to make the save, and another clear will keep Veloce in it.
And Alot and Alex 161. Great understanding there. A lot of faith that Alex was going to make it back.
And another pass, but knocked down off the back wall. Mouse have really been going for those quick transitions. Find the guy in midfield, but it's not just, a long high ball. It's a laser pass. Just like this one right here. Tigre looking back to Alot. Alot!
Oh, good save.
He's blocked by Flame.
Close call, but still plenty of time to work with. Mouse trying to thread the needle with a couple of these passes. Much better at finding the passing lanes, I feel, than Veloce overall. But still, that last man, they can't seem to beat.
Veloce looking for the gap. Flame has one block, and Mousesports move back to the blue half. Quick pass, and a tee down is blocked off the shot. Niels Cook picks up another save. Another pass to Tigre. Flame is there, plays it out to the corner. Niels Cook can't get back to it. Alex is all over it. Here comes Alot, blocked by Freaky. Veloce chasing the ball down. Niels Cook has a touch, gets back to it, but he's broken up by Tigre.
And those were a lot of tough asks for Veloce on defense. They had to be able to follow where those clears were going to bounce off their walls from, get out in front and make those tough challenges, and they handled every one of them expertly.
Blocked in midfield and moving down is Tigre off the back wall. A lot coming from midfield, and it's taken away by Niels Cook. Knocked to the opposite side. We're still tied up with a minute left. A good challenge from Tigre to neutralize, but Veloce were first to the ball. Flame high off the back wall. Here's the shot, and it's blocked. Oh, and Niels, it's off the crossbar, off the touch from Alex. 1-6-1. Mousesports, a brick wall in the net. A lot clears it downfield, and it's moving quickly. The shot blocked by Niels Cook.
Some back and forth here inside of the final minute. Overtime looming, and maybe Mousesports can finally break them down, but we're going to just waste a little bit of clock here as, again, another pass across for Mousesports. That one cut down by Veloce. It's just one. Oh, what?
Freaky!
We saw it yesterday. Tigre, he clipped the lip of the net, and that chalked another one up for the Noob Slayer boys.
Oh, he thought he had it, but the post denied him. It kicks that one wheel up, which doesn't even allow you to jump up and try to make a save at the ball. Feels bad if you're Tigre, but feels amazing if you're Veloce with a lead and 20 seconds left.
And that's really how easy it is. I mean, he did everything right. He was in the net. It was going to be an easy save, but just miscalculated in the most minute way his exact positioning on the pitch. Just clipped that lip and means he can't make the effort.
As Mousesports have one more chance at the ball, off the corner, a lot against Niels Cook. Kick straight up. Alex fought off Flame, but it doesn't matter. And Veloce tie the series.
And you'll take what you can get. That Freaky will say, yep, meant to do that.
Thank
Easy
you
goal.
very much.
Thank you, Tigre. But a little bit of a rough go. Honestly, Mousesports, I thought, played just a wonderful offense here in game number 4. I thought it was great. They set up a lot of quality goal-scoring opportunities, and you must absolutely give credit where it's due. Veloce, they weren't always able to stop a lot of those goal-scoring opportunities. They made a ton of beautiful saves, and that is what it led to. Tigre clips the lip, Freaky gets a free turn-in, and devastation as the series is now tied up.
Tigre on that play, he knows that he can make that save.
Absolutely,
like, all right,
he's got that one.
But you get so focused on the ball that your alignment, you're just like, yeah, I got the alignment easy. I never clip the post, and then you clip the post.
And then you clip the post. You finally succumb to that terrible. It really does cut your legs right out from under you.
Yeah.
So more legs for the leg god.
More legs for the leg god.
And Mousesports will have to battle for advantage here into game number 5. So well done for Veloce to battle back. The defense, the biggest contributing factor, though, in that game number 4, I believe, because they got asked to make a lot of tough saves, and they did so.
And less mistakes, less mistouches from Veloce. It was really, how you said, back and forth in this game, and it really felt even for most of it. I think still, advantage for me is Mousesports. Just they're still finding those passing lanes and hitting it hard on those passes.
I'm definitely still advantage Mousesports, despite 2 game wins in a row for Veloce. I thought Mouse played some phenomenal offense, and I expect them to find the net a couple of times here in game 5.
We start out now. The winner of this game, the next pivot in the series, will go to match point and head to face Complexity for a spot in the RLCS.
Here's your swing game. A lot of pressure gets put on you if you don't come out on top here.
Alex, the touch will go nowhere as it's going to be blocked by Freaky. Niels straight up, and the demo does open it up for Flame, forcing the touch from Tigre on the way back, and now it's straight up against the backboard. A lot flies in from the grave to clear it back out of midfield.
That's just great support from Mousesports as well, because that's what demos do. They force the teammates behind you to have to make some tough plays, and the first guy couldn't really get the best touch. It was just a weak little touch right above the net, and it's that support that comes in from the other guy to finally get that out to safety. So way to deal with the demo quite well. Freaky in the 1-on-2, and he'll split the defense, and the first one on the board for Veloce in game 5.
This touch from Alex, it is straight into Freaky. Just not a good clear at all. A lot in Tigre, too far out to the sides. Nothing they could do to try to cut that. Freaky has all the options as soon as he catches that. And Veloce take advantage. They have the lead again.
That's finally a weak clear off the backboard. It felt like since game number 1, both teams have just been finding monster clears off of every situation on the back walls. And they can't get a hold of one, and that's what it looks like.
Niels on the challenge against the lot. Stays in the corner. Mousesports with some space. Alex just kicks it right into Flame. And a lot back around the corner. Quickly up is Freaky. High up is Niels. Niels off the backboard. No, he's blocked by Tigre. A lot, he rolls it right by Flame, and now Mousesports want to get out of their own space and into Veloce territory. Oh, and Niels wins a good challenge in midfield. A lot forced back to make the touch to the corner. Mousesports forced to play a lot of defense here in the opening minutes of game number 5. trying to get back over to the blue half a lot on the pass. Takes this high off the backboard, and Flame takes the ball away.
A little bit of space to work with here for Mouse as well, but Tigre got behind that ball so quick out of the corner. Got all the way behind the center of his car on the top portion. It just ripped it all the way across, and nobody was in position yet.
Neil's forced to make a save as Freaky tried to clear initially. It turned into a shot from Alex. Now they're going the other way off the crossbar. Niels Cook puts it in for Veloce.
Oh, Niels, this is just a beautiful shot. Tigre in the one-on-one. He knows he's going to have to deal with something, but you are not stopping that one. Placed to the far side of the net as well as crossbar down. That needs to be under the crossbar if he wants to have any chance at it. And that crossbar down just absolutely takes it away.
It's been 2 straight game wins for Veloce, and they sit with an insurance lead here in game number 5 and may take their 3rd straight. If things continue down the road they have, Veloce carving their own path through the promotion tournament. It hasn't been easy so far. Mousesports looking to get back on track.
And they've really got a handle on stopping this Mousesports offense that was just tearing them apart in games 1 and 2. It was what? 7-8 goals for Mousesports in the first 2 games. Well, in games 3 and 4, Mouse scored 2.
And it has been that stinted offense, that defense that you called out about Veloce in the last game. The difference maker. Quick pass blocked again by Freaky. Tigre out to the other side. A lot's there. Kicks it the whole way back across Veloce territory. Freaky can't get back to it. He's driving backwards into the ball. Flame back over to Freaky. He can't find the touch. It forces Niels to get up, but Tigre allows him to make the challenge. That's not the best touch there for Mouse.
It really was a free ball for Flame, but you can understand him not wanting him to take a dribble on the midfield. You can take a dribble on the out of your own half with no boost because you can just try and force the challenge and get it into space. But on that midfield line with no boost, you really don't want the dribble, and it doesn't matter because they're going to have another goal fall into their lap here. Tigre needs a little bit of help, but unfortunately, the pickup is too slow from Alex161. Flames right on top of it, sets one up for Freaky off the corner, and it's a 3-goal lead.
Yeah, and poor Alot, the last man to even be able to try to make a play. He had to get turned around just for a chance to look at the ball, and it was in the net before he could, with no support from Mouse. Now, the derail for Mousesports. They have to find a way to get back in to find a goal. Instead, they're denied by Niels Cook again on the shot. The demo by Alex maybe sets them up to get back to the blue half. Flame, though, makes it hard in midfield. Is Freaky on the quick follow-up. And Veloce, they've taken control, and this is probably the Veloce that a lot of people who watched the rival series this season had expected heading in.
And I really
Not those first 2 games.
I 100% was favoring Mousesports to bring out more quality offense, but it has just got shut down here in game number 5. There's been a couple of shot opportunities for Mousesports, 4 over 5 minutes about, but they have not had the same success passing the ball as they did in the previous 2 games. So again, more adaptation from Veloce, able to shut down even more opportunities from Mousesports, and they will definitely hold advantage going into game 6 here.
So an offensive drought for Mouse, and Veloce just keep getting hotter. Niels Cook kicks it downfield again with 15 seconds left and a 3-goal lead. They look to take it to match point. Alex clears that one away, but it's all a formality at the end of game number 5. Heading into game 6, Veloce, a commanding comeback after being down 2-0 in the series. Back the other way, doesn't matter, shut out our Mousesports.
Well done, Veloce. You've continued to tighten the clamp on Mousesports, and again, we might find ourselves, similar to yesterday, a guaranteed promotion from the rival series teams if the next game should work out in Veloce's favor. And if that gets repeated, I don't see any reason it doesn't, because oof, look at this goal 2 from Flame, this pass over to Niels Cook, and it again, that bar down, ripper. And really, you don't think of Niels Cook as the guy who finds the back of the net a lot, you know? If you got a guy like Freaky and Flame on your team, you're thinking, yeah, they're going to score bangers of goals like that all the time. And Niels Cook says, yeah, I can do it too. That's his, 2nd goal of the series? Everything else has been Flame and Freaky. And so, way to deliver a big insurance goal in Game 5, Niels Cook.
And Mousesports, where you got to get back to Game 1 and 2 somehow, and maybe it could be argued that Veloce really gave them a lot of opportunities in those early games. When you think about some of the mistakes and opportunities they weren't able to capitalize on, and they haven't been able to put that offense out. Even in the game that was closer in game number 4, Mousesports were finding passes, those quick passes, that wasn't a case in Game 5.
It was just, absolutely complete opposite end of the spectrum for Mousesports. Able to get over on the Veloce half, but not able to find those passing plays, set up those quality goal-scoring opportunities. Far less of those. So, Mousesports is going to have to find a way to get a handle on the ball in the midfield, and my favorite way to do that is, always with the dribbles, but I don't know how you're really going to do that in 3v3.
It'll be tough, but players have created space at this level in times where you just don't think there is any. Maybe they can do it here. Flame.
Free ball.
He's over everyone, and he's going to roll it in, walk it home. Flame, an easy goal, and it's a lead for Veloce.
One just straight. Oh, Tigre, no. That is a glaring mistake. Feels real bad because you jump up, you go to hit the ball, and then that dodge dead zone plays havoc with you, and you flip the wrong way.
Mouse. Just not the way to start things off. You still got to shake it off. It's only one goal. Quick pass, Tigre, over to Alex. He hits it up high, and Niels Cook was ready for it off the backboard. A lot cuts off the clear, but knocks straight back. Can't follow his touch, and a hit up from Niels. Back over to Freaky. Flame fighting Tigre for the ball. Mouse able to get back over to the blue half a lot. Having a fight against Niels just to get over to the ball. The angle is cut off. Now Freaky up high. He's blocked by Tigre. Mousesports. Oh, that's Flame. He just has it free in midfield. Bounces off the crossbar. Niels Cook's going to score. Veloce. They get it.
And there was actually a lot of space right here. A lot was asking for the pass over to Alex 161, but Alex didn't have too much boost in the tank. He only had about 30, maybe less, and on the rotate back he picked up 30, and he couldn't just jump that high to go for that ball with that few amount of boost in the tank, and that allowed the hard push forward from Flame to just steal that ball away in the midfield line, despite there being so much space.
Oh, bounced off the crossbar. A lot has to save this, and Tigre finally flying in for Mouse. Almost getting away. Flame back to Niels, and Flame picks it up in midfield. Pinched out. Tigre takes this, blocked, and hit it back into Mouse territory for Niels. Another pass to a lot in midfield. Flame, the touch got away from him, so Alex will take it. A demo to maybe open up the net. Here off the corner, Tigre hits it right back into Niels, and Niels will take it again here for Veloce. Mousesports, they would shut out. They haven't been able to score at all. A lot flips it over Flame. Bumps Niels out of the way. That's what it takes as Tigre finishes, and finally Mouse are on the board.
And they're back in it. They get the scoreboard at least go in the right direction, and a excellent bump from Alat, just gonna drive away that last defender, and all Tigre has to do is pick any spot that isn't right at whoever's rotating into the net. He picks the middle, leads 1, and Mouse have a little bit of life. First goal they've scored in, 7 minutes?
Tigre got up around Niels on the corner. That's cleared and forced back quickly was Tigre. Had to fly into that against the post to make the save. Mouse was solid on defense early in this series. Now both in midfield. A lot forced back to have to make a play out. Can't get back. Well, he does get back to the touch. Freaky hitting it into him, and it's boomed downfield against the backboard. Looking for a pass to Alat, broken up. Alex and Alat both wanting to commit, and that could spell danger for Mouse. Niels downfield, broken up.
Yeah, that touch from Niels Cook had a lot of potential to put some pressure on it. If it was towards Flame, who was pushing up the side of that field, they really could have put the hurt on Mousesports with a great transition play, but got a little too far behind it, put it out towards the middle of the field, back towards Mouse, and Mouse now finds themselves the beneficiaries of the possession currently, and how long can they keep it on this blue half?
Oh, good pass out to midfield. It's Alex on the shot, blocked by Freaky. Niels wins the challenge against a lot. Looking, and as he got chipped, he made the challenge. Here comes Freaky to open up the gates. Kneels and Flame.
Right through him.
Dunk Master Flex, 3-1.
And Freaky, he gets everybody here. This is, it just goes for that flick. Alex is expecting the touch. A clean whiff and a lot. Tries to go and predict where Flame's going to shoot that ball, tries to cover the right-hand side of the net, flips that way, and Flame just goes right through the middle of the ball and goes straight into the goal.
Alex back over to a lot off the kickoff. Mouse need a quick response. 2 goals down. Not a ton of time left. Pass straight lateral to a lot. Back to Alex, and the shot's blocked. Flame battling for control. And the boost was taken, so it'll be slow coming as he takes the boost in midfield. Gets under, but it's back over to the opposite side here in Mouse territory. Every clear from this point on for Veloce is more time wasted off the clock. Mouse on the advantage, and the miss will give Tigre another goal. They cut the lead to 1.
They keep clawing their way back. Awesome challenge from a lot. Alex gets a quality hit, and never mind, it's not a miss. He bumped Freaky out of the way.
Bumped him.
Never mind, Freaky, you are off the hook, my friend. That's just a phenomenal effort from Mouse to get themselves back in it.
And what a wonderful mid-series turnaround for Freaky. Struggled early in games 1 and 2. And has come back and been a force in this series for Veloce. Exactly what they needed, and that pass right there, cut in, a little too much juice on it, but still, the idea is there for Veloce. A minute left.
Nice demo in the midfield on Alex. It's gonna blunt the sword here of this push, and that's all a lot had. He didn't have any else to really put the ball, not out to the side to his teammate, didn't have the boost to get that ball strongly over there. Just limps one out into the corner.
Tigre, he's got some space. What does he do with it for Mouse? This is it to stay in the upper bracket, and I don't even think Alex was expecting that ball to get back to him. Tigre, the pass cut off. Freaky takes it. It's a one-on-one. Looks to bump Alex. Can't do it. Alex broken up by Niels Cook. Niels Cook, does he have this play? No. It's taken away by Tigre. Still, Veloce on the press. Waste more time off the clock. A lot. Back to Tigre. Bumped out of the way. And now the shot is open. And Veloce with Niels Cook in tow. 4-2 with 21 seconds remaining.
And what a win from Flame. He actually doesn't hit the ball, but he's got a position on that challenge that's going to stop a big clear from Mousesports. And it forces Tigre to try and take a different angle, and he ends up missing the ball as well. And it just bounces right back into the middle, and Niels has had a great games 5 and 6, a couple of big goals for him.
A lot goes under, looking for a goal. The pass, Alex takes it off the read on the touch. Mouse are still in it.
Still fighting. A lot again sets up another opportunity. Fakes one out, pass across. Freaky gets a hand on it, but it doesn't matter. Alex in position, and they're still battling.
4 saves and 2 assists for a lot. Currently the MVP on Mousesports in this game. They're going to need it off this kickoff. They need something. 10 seconds left. Alex against Flame. Is it advantage for a lot? No, a lot can't make the touch. Now they have to do it in the air. Tigre, it gets away from him. Freaky on the challenge. Can he kill it? Straight down. Veloce fight back. 4 straight wins after going down 2-0. They go to face Complexity for a spot in the RLCS.